The Ballwin History Commission is someplace that pictures, programs, pieces of memorabilia can in fact be stored against the future. And that's the kind of thing that we collect and maintain. It's unfortunately not very searchable, but if someone approaches the city for something about history, why, we can look through our files and see what we got.
We are supposed to gather historical material. We are supposed to preserve historical material. We are supposed to present historical material.
I think we have a bit of a problem in that Ballwin is basically a bedroom community. People sleep here. They live here. There are parks and there's activities. But fundamentally, there's no real downtown, if you will. So there's not a real focal point. So the commission in general keeps alive the memory that there was a community here. Ballwin is a community.
One of the things we do as a commission here that I think, or we certainly hope, helps us, we regularly bring, I think, fourth grade students, and we bring them into here, the schoolhouse, and we hold an event for them and try to tell them how school was back in the 1920s and 30s and 40s.
If I say, let's go out and visit Shrek's outhouse, all right, and they love that, absolutely love that. John Ball, the founder of Ballwin, is someone who came from the Kentucky region and Virginia region, transferred out here along with Daniel Boone and his group. He came here when it was still a Spanish land grant.
He apparently walked from this area right behind me up the hill a little bit, was his homestead, and he walked from here down to Clayton, and he registered the name, I think it was Ball Fair. And the next day he thought about it a little while, he walked the 20 miles back to Clayton and changed it to Ballwin.
And there were some challenges with John Ball later on in proving that land grant status to maintain it.
There was a railroad down near the Merrimack River, still does today, and that was the closest railroad. They had the problems of all farmers, crops, rain, weather, and things like that, plus they had to build what they lived in.
We provide tours at the old Ballwin Schoolhouse and the Harrison Schmidt Dalkey Log Home.
And by the way, it's a log home, not a log cabin, because the log home has 2 floors and the log cabin only has 1.
So one of the things that we've been doing the last few years is we have a hootenanny, which we do once a month, and we have local musicians come in playing old country music back in the time.
People are willing to come for program. They are not willing to come and become members and become active participants. And so our challenge is getting people to where they will not only come for the program, but they'll understand that that program doesn't happen unless people are working on it.
If we fail in bringing in new people to help us, it's something that would be very sad to think that all this history and all the time spent long before my time, and even now, that there's always that possibility that an organization can fall apart, and then what do you have? Not much.
People are beginning to die off, and they've got treasure troves of information, and I would love to get it, and they either donate it to us or they allow me to take photographs of it or scan it, and I've been doing that over the course of the last couple of years.
So we've tried to get it out there. One of the members of our group, Martin Schnipper, has done an excellent job of giving us an electronic presence on the internet.
There's more information about the Ballwin Historical Commission on the City of Ballwin website and on Facebook. Our email address is history@ballwin.mo.us. That's history@ballwin.mo.us.